that was the reason behind the number change. I think for GB, I'm gonna stick with 24.
Yeah.
Just 'cause I sort of had that and I like that. But yeah, for the club now, it's gonna be 10. So we're gonna see how that goes.
And I mean, just even on that, like 10 years being a pro, playing basketball, the sport that we all love, like how, when it comes to, when you look at those 10 years, Carl, what's been the highlights as well as the lowlights that's made you the better person and player?
Oh, that's a good question. So now definitely one of the highlights is one, just making it to Italy, making it to become a professional, because a lot of people are not able to, or for different reasons it doesn't work out. Definitely winning championship. So winning second division. This is 2 years ago now. Feels like yesterday. Yeah, so that was definitely one of the highlights, because just that year in itself was, it was a great team. Like, not even just on the court, before you even get to the on-court stuff, like we all just really got along. We all just, it was great vibes between the team. We all got along really well. We just enjoyed, being on the court and competing and playing together. So that made everything so much easier. And then when you start winning on top of that, it just makes, it was great cohesion. Everything about that year was just great, man. The coach and stuff, everyone got along. And when it's rare to find that kind of chemistry within a team, because, over the years, you have so many different teammates and so many different situations, and people in general, just not everyone meshes together. That's just natural human nature. You're not going to get along with everyone you meet, sort of thing. But the fact that team was such a tight group that we did, we would regularly go for dinners together, go bowling, we're just, literally we just built team chemistry over that year, and it was it was cool. And even like everyone that had girlfriends and wives and stuff, they all got along, and we would all do stuff in big groups, and stuff like that, which you kind of take for granted. That just made it so much easier when we got into the court and it's like, okay, we're down 10, we're good, because we know together we're gonna bring it back, sort of thing.
Yes.
So like that year in itself was just perfect, and the fact that we were able to win a chip on top of that, it just made it so much sweet. Because you look back and like that year, that team was just great. It was just great. And like, if you ask me in 10 years time when I want to run it back with that team right now, I said, of course, because it was just how it was, and everything about it was amazing. So yeah, that's definitely number one right now. Obviously being able to represent GB for as long as I have now, and to be named captain as well, is
at 25 he was named
25. Yeah, I was given the armband, so to say. And yeah, that's been another one of this, such a proud moment for me, because I've been captain of the youth teams and stuff like that, but to be on like the national team, where you look at, this is the team that represents the country.
Exactly.
And to be a captain of a side like that, and to be a part of a team with such great players and great coaches, it's always an honor to put on the shirt and represent. Because over my years, I've seen the battles that we've had to go through and the struggles, but I've seen players that want to compete and that want to turn up and represent, and it's always been a pleasure to be a part of that, because I've seen guys who, whatever they're doing in their careers, they always want to come represent. Like, they always want to come put the jersey on, because it means more than just, playing for a contract or playing for your personal success or stuff like that. It becomes, a collective goal or something bigger than yourself. So that is always, and that's always been a proud moment for my career, and then to be captain as well. Yeah, it's big time for me. So those were definitely the biggest highlights right now.
Yeah.
I guess the lowlights, I mean, the COVID year, for 100 different reasons, was a nightmare. I mean, just life-wise, it was bad, but obviously playing-wise, it took a lot of the fun out of the game, because, no fans, no atmosphere. You feel like you're just playing glorified scrimmages pretty much, because the games are dead silent, and obviously all the COVID testing and all of this stuff, and then the social aspect of life for that year was, you couldn't do anything outside of basically go to work, go to the gym and go home. So, that year was obviously very tough. And apart from that, I haven't had really like lowlights. I guess another one was when I got injured. This was 2017.
Okay.
And so I had just come off the summer with the 20s. This was my first year with the 20s, yeah. So I was playing a year young.
Right.
And I got called up to senior men's camp, like during the 20s. So I went into camp with the men's like a week after Euros. And then I was with the men's for like a month. We went in camp for like a month. And this was before Eurobasket 2017.
Okay.
And I literally got injured the last warm-up game before the tournament. So I had made the roster, like I was on the team. I was in the final 12. And I go to contest a jumper and land and hyperextend my knee, which puts me out for a couple months. And that was tough because I was 19 at the time. So like to make, my first European Championships at 19 would have been just amazing. At the start of that summer, I couldn't even have imagined that I was going to be, part of that, going into it. Cause I was like, okay, cool, I got the 20s. After that, cool, get ready for the season. So to get the call up, this is amazing. Like, this is then I'm going into the camp, not expecting to make the team. I'm just like, just to be in that environment and, to be on the floor with all those players that had accomplished so much and that continue to accomplish, so much. It was, it was amazing to be part of that camp and that experience. And then, to have grown over the months that I was with them to a point where I wasn't really playing at the start, to work my way into a rotation where I was really playing and getting better and better as time went by, and then to get injured literally pretty much the final hurdle before the tournament when I had made the team and everything that was a tough pill to swallow, man. That one was a tough one to overcome. But thankfully, like it was only it's not a small injury, but it was only a couple months, so it could have been worse. So, I got to sort of count my blessings on that one, and I made a full recovery, and that's all good now. And I was able to have a successful season after that. So, but yeah, apart from that, I've already had lowlights. I don't. Luckily, I haven't had too many bad situations or bad seasons where I look back and I'm like, yeah. So thankfully and hopefully that continues, and I can continue to have success and keep building. So.
Right. And just even on that, like Waska's we're definitely going to speak about just representing GB and what that's like and how much of a huge honor it is. It's doing this podcast, it's given me a huge insight into it. It's one thing for me as a coach to watch the game and see how intense each level is, from like watching NCAA D1, D2, watching Euro Cup, Basketball Champions League, EuroLeague, NBA. It's intense. But to hear pros like yourself break down on D, it is like next intense. Like break down, what is it like competing in the Euro Cup? Like how intense are these games and the preparation for it?
Yeah, so now it's tough, bro. I mean, like this was my first year this past season playing it.